Arthritic conditions can make your joints hurt. It causes pain and inflammation where bones meet. This can make everyday movements feel difficult. Imagine your knees feeling stiff and sore. Imagine your hips feeling stiff and sore. Imagine your fingers feeling stiff and sore. There are over 100 kinds of arthritis, each affecting the body uniquely. Cartilage at the ends of bones wears away over time. Your immune system can mistakenly attack joints. Arthritis can be caused by infections. It can also be caused by a buildup of sharp crystals. The good news is that you have power. You can take steps to lower your chances of developing arthritis. You don't need drastic changes all at once. Small, consistent daily choices make a big difference. They help protect your joints for years to come. This guide is your simple, practical roadmap. It will walk you through clear, easy-to-follow steps. The goal: a lifestyle that supports strong, healthy joints. Every small victory, every healthy choice. We'll break down the mystery of arthritis. We'll look at what it is, and the signs you should watch for. Most importantly, prevention. We'll explore a daily life blueprint, a simple 10-minute diet plan, a simple 10-minute exercise routine, foods that fight inflammation, gentle exercises that strengthen and protect joints, the importance of maintaining a healthy weight, the role of sleep, the role of stress management. Your journey to better joint health starts with a single step. This is not about perfection, it's about progress. Make one small, positive choice, then another. Build a foundation, brick by brick. Each healthy meal, each short walk, each good night's sleep. This guide gives you the tools and knowledge you need, a practical plan to follow, hope, and a clear path forward. You can take control of your joint health. Let's begin this journey together. So, what exactly is arthritis? At its most basic, arthritis means joint inflammation. It often brings with it pain and stiffness. To understand this better, let's think about how a joint works. A joint is a remarkable structure. It is the point where two or more bones connect, allowing for movement. Think of your knee bending or your fingers typing. These actions are possible because of your joints. The ends of these bones are covered with a smooth, rubbery tissue called cartilage. Cartilage acts like a cushion. It prevents the bones from grinding directly against each other. It ensures your movements are fluid and painless. When arthritis develops, this smooth system is disrupted. In the most common form, called osteoarthritis, this cartilage begins to break down. It can wear away over many years. As the cartilage thins, the protective space between the bones shrinks. Eventually, the bones may start to rub together. This friction is what causes the significant pain, swelling, stiffness associated with the condition. It can feel like a machine running without any oil. The movement becomes rough and difficult instead of smooth and easy. This process is often gradual, happening over a long period. However, osteoarthritis is not the only story. There are many other forms of arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, for example, is an autoimmune disease. This means your immune system, which is supposed to protect you from germs, gets confused. It mistakenly identifies the lining of your joints as a threat. It then launches an attack, causing widespread inflammation. This inflammation can damage the joint and surrounding tissues. Other types include gout, which is caused by tiny, sharp crystals forming inside a joint. Psoriatic arthritis is linked to the skin condition psoriasis. The key takeaway is that arthritis is not just one disease, but a complex family of conditions. Understanding this helps you see why prevention is so important. While you cannot change some risk factors like your age or your family history, you can influence many others. You can reduce the strain on your joints. You can calm inflammation in your body through the foods you eat. You can strengthen the muscles that support your joints through gentle exercise. Knowing that arthritis often involves the breakdown of cartilage or an inflammatory response gives you a target. It empowers you to make choices that directly counter these processes. Your body often sends signals when something is wrong, so learning to recognize these signs is the first step toward taking action. With arthritis, the symptoms can start subtly. You might dismiss them as a normal part of getting older, or as a minor ache from overdoing it. However, persistent symptoms should not be ignored. The most common and well-known sign is joint pain. This pain might be a dull ache, a sharp stabbing sensation. It might come and go, it might be constant. The pain often gets worse with activity, and feels better with rest. Another key symptom to watch for is stiffness. Noticeable when you first wake up in the morning or after sitting for a long period. It might feel like your joints are stuck or have limited movement. Morning stiffness may last minutes with osteoarthritis, or over an hour with rheumatoid arthritis. This inability to move smoothly can be frustrating. It can make simple routines like getting out of bed or buttoning a shirt feel like a major challenge. Swelling is another important warning sign. You might notice a joint looks larger than normal. It may appear puffy or swollen. This is excess fluid collecting around the joint. Along with swelling, the joint may feel warm to the touch. You might also see redness over the joint. Swelling, warmth, and redness are classic indicators of inflammation. They are your body's signal that something is irritating the joint. It's a visual and tactile cue that an active problem needs attention. Finally, you may experience decreased range of motion. You can't move a joint as fully as you once could. For example, you might find it difficult to bend your knee completely, or you might not be able to make a tight fist. This loss of flexibility can happen gradually over time. You might not even notice it at first. If you experience any of these symptoms, persistent pain, stiffness, swelling, or loss of movement, see a doctor. Getting a proper diagnosis early can make a huge difference in managing the condition and protecting your joints from further damage. While the exact cause of arthritis can be complex, experts have identified several key factors that increase a person's risk. Some of these factors are beyond our control. For instance, age is a primary risk factor. As we get older, the cartilage in our joints naturally undergoes wear and tear. It becomes less resilient and more prone to damage. Think of it like the tread on a tire wearing down after many miles. Similarly, your family history plays a role. Certain genes can make you more susceptible to developing specific types of arthritis. If your parents have arthritis, if your siblings have arthritis, your own risk may be higher. However, many other risk factors are things you can influence through daily choices. One of the most significant is obesity. Carrying extra body weight places a tremendous amount of extra stress on your weight-bearing joints. This includes your hips, knees, ankles. For every 1 pound of excess weight you carry, it puts about 4 pounds of extra pressure on your knees. Over time, this constant strain can accelerate the breakdown of cartilage. In addition, fat tissue is not just dead weight. It is metabolically active. It can produce and release chemicals that promote inflammation throughout your body, which can worsen arthritis symptoms. Past joint injuries can also set the stage for arthritis later in life. If you have ever seriously injured a joint, for example by tearing cartilage, or tearing a ligament in your knee, you are more likely to develop arthritis in that specific joint down the road. This is sometimes called post-traumatic arthritis. Even injuries that seem to heal completely can alter the joint's mechanics, leading to uneven wear and tear over the years. Similarly, jobs or hobbies that involve repetitive motions can also increase your risk. Constantly stressing the same joint over and over again, day after day, can contribute to its eventual breakdown. Finally, certain lifestyle choices have a direct impact on your arthritis risk. Smoking is a major culprit. The toxins in cigarette smoke can cause stress on connective tissues and increase inflammation throughout the body. Research has shown a strong link between smoking and a higher risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. Likewise, an unhealthy diet can contribute to the problem. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, unhealthy fats, can fuel inflammation. It can make your body a more hospitable environment for inflammatory conditions like arthritis to thrive. Understanding these risks is empowering, because it shows you exactly where you can take action. One of the most powerful things you can do for your joints is to move them. It might seem counterintuitive, especially if you are already feeling some aches. You might think that resting your joints is the best way to protect them. While rest is important when a joint is actively inflamed and painful, a lack of movement can actually make things worse. Regular activity helps to lubricate the joints. It strengthens the muscles that surround and support them. Strong muscles act like shock absorbers, taking some of the stress off the joints themselves. Movement also helps you maintain a healthy weight, which is crucial for joint health. The key is to choose the right kind of movement. You do not need to run a marathon or engage in high-impact sports. In fact, low-impact exercises are often the best choice. Walking, swimming, cycling using an elliptical machine. Water aerobics is another fantastic option. The buoyancy of the water supports your body weight, which takes almost all the pressure off your joints while still providing resistance to build muscle. Aim for about 30 minutes of this type of activity most days of the week. If 30 minutes all at once feels too daunting, you can break it up. Try 3 short 10-minute walks throughout your day. After breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, these small bursts of activity add up. In addition to aerobic exercise, it is important to include strength training. You do not need to become a bodybuilder. Using light weights, resist